We have a non-conference game between the Falcons, the visiting team of Leto High School, and your home team, the Stingrays of Sumner High School. First, we will introduce the visiting team, the Leto Falcons baseball team. Number 4, Dimitri Passarillas. Number 5, Gerard Dereca. Number 7, Anthony Ortega. Number 8 for the Falcons, Jager Sanchez. Number 12, Jose Herrera. Next for the Falcons, number 14, Kevin Rivera. Next, number 23, Anthony Montoya. Next, number 42, Desmond Dangerfield. Next, 15, Christian Gonzalez. And number 21, Adrian Kinko.
Ladies and gentlemen, directly behind
and now introducing the starting lineup of the Leto Falcon baseball team and its head coach of the Falcons, J.J. Fazito. And the starting lineup for the Falcons, number 20, Chabaz Brumley. Number 2, R.J. Gutierrez. Number 19 for the Falcons, Colton Pizzio. Number 24, Damian Brenton. Number 22 for the Falcons, Damian Lantiqua. Number 13 for the Falcons, Alberto Edius. Number 29 for the Falcons, Brian Rivera. Number 28, batting 8th for the Falcons, Mikey Lopez. The designated hitter and batting 9th for the Falcons, number 3, Denzel Martinez. The starting pitcher for the Leto Falcons, number 47, Andreas Chirinos. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be announcing the home team, your Stingrays of Sumner High School. Number 1 for your Stingrays, Travis Browning. Next for your Stingrays, number 10, Elijah Serrano. Next for the Stingrays, Gavin L. Brenton. Number 15, Landon Wilder. Number 16, introducing Noah Hancock. And number 20 for the Stingrays, Miguel Segura. And for the assistant coaches of your Stingrays, Alex Williams, Gilberto Reyes, Jake. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sumner High School for the non-conference game between the visiting team, the Falcons of Leto High School, coming in at a record of 13-9. They are 4-2 in their district play, and they're taking on the home team, the Stingrays of Sumner High School, and they're coming in with a record of 3-13 as they play a non-conference, non-district game here, but they are 3-5 in their district, so their record doesn't look very good, but in district play, they actually have all their wins in the district. So they're playing really well, as this is their last game before they start the playoffs, and they're going to play on Monday in a undisclosed location. As of right now, I'm not aware of where they're playing, but I'm pretty sure they're playing at King, but double check me on that. But that's going to be a playoff game for them on Monday. But right now, we're going to look forward to a non-conference game. This is a last game, albeit in a tough season for the Stingrays as they open up their baseball career. This is their first year playing baseball, and it's been a pretty successful year, even though the record doesn't show it for them. But when you look on the other side of the diamond, the Leto Falcons are looking really, really good, and they've got a ton of talent on their side, and their squad can run, they can pitch, they can play some defense, and we're going to get to know them a little bit more as we hear from some introductions as we get things started. First pitch is coming your way momentarily as the leadoff hitter Chabaz Brumley comes in to the plate. Now batting, Shabazz Brumley. So Shabazz is a leadoff hitter for the Leto Falcons. He's a senior, and he's batting .360 on the year. So the starting pitcher for the Stingrays throws a ball to him with the first pitch, Joe Cabreras. So we're going to get to know all these guys momentarily, but we're going to hear a lot about these Leto Falcons because they came to play today. And we got a hitter's count now that Brumley's going to be looking at the next pitch with a hitter's count 2-0 coming up to him. He's batting .360 on the year as a senior. That's what he's looking to do, and he's really shown a great senior campaign. And as he swings at the 2-0 pitch and bounces it to the second baseman, Vince DeBala, and the first baseman comes off the bag, and he's safe. So Brumley's safe on the error. He swung at a 2-0 pitch, and he grounded it to him, and he looked like he fielded it cleanly, but the throw apparently pulled Manny Ramos off the bag at first base. So batting second, R.J. Gutierrez. Gutierrez swings and fouls it off, and the pitcher, Cabreras, has a 0-1 count on him. So Gutierrez is also a senior, and he's hitting .412, so he's really a fantastic number 2 hitter for these Falcons, and they're looking to score some runs early after the misplay by the second baseman and the first baseman of the Stingrays. So Gutierrez, again, like I said, batting .412 on the year. He's got 10 doubles and 15 RBIs, 28 hits. I mean, this is a guy that is looking to do some damage, and the throw down, the runner goes, and he is safe on the throw by the catcher, Garrett Morgan, of the Stingrays. So, stolen base. Base is stolen. So, like I said earlier, these Falcons can run, they can hit, and they can pitch. So this is going to be a very good team that the Stingrays are going up against. And it's popped foul. Third baseman Theo Ned over and makes the catch in foul territory. Excellent effort by Theo Ned. First out, recorded by Theo Ned. Now stepping in for the Leto Falcons, number 19, Collin Pisio. So there's one out, runner on second base, and in steps Pizzio. He's a junior on the year, also with a high batting average. He's checking in at .338 on the year with 3 doubles, 15 RBIs, and 23 hits, and 20 runs does he have. And he swings at the first pitch by Cabreras. So these guys are swinging the bat, swinging it early and often.
They're aggressive at the plate, and they're aggressive on the bases as well. Taken low. So like I said, that was Brumley, who's standing on second base right now in scoring position. He has 12 stolen bases on the year, and that's his 13th. So in his senior year, he's running and he's hitting, doing a great job for these Falcons. That pitch is taken inside and apparently low. 2-1 is the count with 1 out. This is the first inning. Thank you for joining us on Stream Live Tampa. And that is pulled through for a base hit to the left fielder and fields it coming in, and no attempt to score. We got first and third here at Sumner High School. The Leto Falcons are first and third with 1 out. Now stepping in, number 24, Damian Brenton. So first and third, 1 out. How are these Falcons going to play it, and how are these Stingrays going to play it? Looking at the defensive alignment, corners are in. Middle is in double play, pinched in. Double play position, hopefully getting a ground ball from their pitcher, Cabrales. As he's going right after these Falcons, but these Falcons are putting the ball in play and hit the ball pretty hard. And they're aggressive, and they steal the base. Dabala does a great job catching that errant throw by the catcher, Morgan. And here come the infield in. Here it comes, and the first inning. Head coach of the Stingrays, Kennedy Duran, brings the infield in with 1 out. Little off the plate. Tried the corner and missed. 2-0. So Brenton, another senior, so that's 3 seniors and a junior, so a lot of upperclassmen for these Falcons. As the Stingrays try to cut down some runs at the plate with second and third fouled off. So another good hitter for the Falcons. Brenton can hit the ball hard. He's got some power. He's done a good job on the bases as well. Batting .382 on the year. That is popped straight up, and there might be a play for Morgan, the catcher, and he does. Excellent effort getting to that ball with 2 outs now. Big out for the Stingrays. Big out. Now batting, number 22, Damian Lantangua. So Lantangua is a senior as well. So a bunch of seniors and a junior. These Falcons are aggressive at the plate. They're aggressive on the bases. They're mature, and so far they're looking good. But it's going to take a base hit or a hard hit ball to bring these guys in. Second and third, 2 outs. 1-1 count here in the first inning for the Falcons against these Stingrays. Swing and a miss. Good fastball by the pitcher for the Stingrays, Cabrales. Stays inside on him.
Come on, Damian.
So, number 22, Damian is a senior, and he's batting .373 on the year. Looking to get these runs in from second and third, and fouls it back. Cabrales has a 1-2 count on him. So Cabrales is trying to put this guy away and limit the damage without letting anybody score after the error. Put the first runner on. Brumley, who's standing on third, takes his lead. Good eye. Leaves it low. Lantangua is, like I said, an RBI machine as well, just like a lot of these Falcons. He's got 12 on the year, 19 hits, and he scored 17 times. Can also run the bases. He's another guy that has multiple stolen bases, double-digit stolen bases, I should say. That's fouled off and given chase, but runs out of room there. Good effort by the right fielder for the Stingrays, Jason Primetime Rivera. I talked to him earlier before the game started, and he said he wanted to be known as Primetime. And if you're a baseball or football fan or any type of sport fan, you know that Primetime is the nickname of Deion Sanders. So there's a 2-2 count, 2 outs, and right back up the middle and through for a base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes the second runner. Play at the plate. Safe, and the runner, Damian, takes off for second base. So that is a 2-base hit, and 2 RBIs are in. 2-0 for the Falcons. Now batting number 13, Alberto Edius. So, after the base hit, 2 runs scored. He got to second base on the throw. So we're going to score that a base hit. 2 RBI hit for the senior Damian Lantangua. So Cabrales is in a bit of a jam right here. 2 runs have scored. He's gotten behind a lot of the hitters, but he gets ahead right here with a heater on the corner. Gets ahead with 2 outs. Runner on second base. Edius, the senior, grounds it to Dybala. Dybala fields, fires, and that's it for him. So at the end of the top of the first inning, it's 2-0 Falcons. Stingrays are coming up. Now batting for the Stingrays, leading off in the bottom of the first inning, center fielder Jamal Roche. All right, well, we're back, and after that bumpy top of the first inning for the Stingrays, the Leto Falcons are looking to just have a good inning, clean inning, and they're going to do it with another senior, as we talked already. The senior-heavy Falcons are just doing a great job in district and out of district, and they have a very, very solid record on the year. And the pitcher right now for the Falcons, Chirino, this is his 5th start on the year, and he's got a low ERA. Looking in at his ERA right now, and it's 2.90. So this is a senior pitcher for the Falcons, and he's going to come right at these Stingrays. And he's done a good job this season And he's working ahead of the leadoff hitter for the Stingrays, Jamal Roche. Roche is a junior, and he's batting .364 for his Stingrays, and that curveball stays high and doesn't even break, but it's 2-2 right now to the leadoff hitter for the Stingrays, as he's going to try to get on base to get something started for his Stingrays as he sees them down 2-0 to the Falcons. Just off the plate. He was looking to get his 28th strikeout. He's got 27 strikeouts in 29 innings pitched, does the senior Chirino. So, as we mentioned before, Roche's got a nice batting average for himself. Leading off, 3-2, and he hammers that in the right center gap. And that goes by the right fielder. Roche is on his horse. That goes all the way to the wall, and Roche scampers in to second with a double for himself. So the right fielder didn't play it that well, did not take a good angle, and he ends up on second. Now batting for the Stingrays, left fielder number 13, Alex Colera. So in steps Colera, as we mentioned. Colera is a classic number 2 hitter, and he's a sophomore, batting .270. He's got 10 hits on the year for himself. He's only played in 13 games, as compared to the Falcons, as they played a bunch of games. And their record shows a positive record as they look to wrap up their season. I mean, 13-9, 4-2 in the district. Excellent effort this year in 2021. So Colera's looking at a 1-1 count. Andreas Chirinos, the senior on the hill for the Falcons, looking to work around that 2-base hit by Jamal Roche. That's taken low. Got a hitter's count now for Colera. Got to talk to Alex Colera a little bit before the game started. He's a Pennsylvania native. So now it's 3-1. Colera's looking to move Roche, the runner on second base, around. Get him on, get him over, get him in is the mentality and the recipe for a good first inning and a good top the bottom of the first inning. And there it is, ball 4. Takes the walk, does Colera. Now stepping in for your Stingrays, third baseman, number 4, Theo Ned. So Ned is now stepping in. Nobody out, first and second. These young Stingrays are scrappy. They're a scrappy bunch. I've got to see them every home game. And a lot of youth on this team, and the future is bright just because their record is weak and not a lot to show. They are still a scrappy bunch, and they've gone head to toe with these guys, teams like this, and it's a very old group, these Leto Falcons. And that's a strike. That's a strike on the first offering from Chirinos. So the shortstop of the Falcons is playing right to the... Fouled off. The shortstop of the Falcons is playing just to the right of the pitcher, Chirinos. I haven't seen this alignment, and he's going back to his position. Guess he was playing for the bunt. But the shortstop, the first 2 pitches, was playing up, but now he's going back, and we're back to baseball with an 0-2 count. And the runners take off and throw down to third. He's safe at second. Double steal. Kennedy Duran pulls off a double steal. Roche and Colera. So they are forcing and pushing the envelope, these young Stingrays. And that's Roche's 9th stolen base and Colera's 6th stolen base on the year. So got those wheels on. They're looking to run and get those 2 runs back. So the infield comes in for the Falcons, and that pitch is taken, and that is strike 3. Good pitch, fooled Theo Ned. Now batting for your Stingrays, put your hands together for number 19, Joe Cabrales. So now with 1 out, Joe Cabrales is the starting pitcher for the Stingrays. And Cabrales has been a guy who's hit in the middle of the lineup all year. He's got 11 hits, 6 RBIs, and 2 doubles. Does Cabrales? Looking to get, and he swings and drives it way back, way back, way back. It could be, and it is gone. That's the first home run. That is unbelievable. Excellent effort, Joe Cabrales. Home run for Joe Cabrales. 3 RBIs, 3-run home run for Joe Cabrales. That's the first home run of the Stingrays all year on their first year. That's the first home run here at Sumner High School.
Now stepping in for your Stingrays after the home run by Joe Cabrales, ladies and gentlemen. That was the first home run for the Stingrays at home. Now batting shortstop number 22, Jaden Brown.
All right, well, we're back. I mean, that was unbelievable for the Stingrays. If you're a Stingray fan, that was fantastic. Joe Cabrales with a 3-run home run, and they've got the lead in the bottom of the first inning. So a lot of scoring, a lot of excitement already. Stick around, definitely. Please stick around. Stream Live Tampa is bringing you this game, and they're doing an excellent job bringing this game live at Sumner High School against the Falcons of Leto High School. That's swung on, got jammed a little bit, and it's flied out to the center fielder, and nobody catches it, and that ball lands for Jaden Brown. Now stepping in for your Stingrays, first baseman number 18, Manny Ramos. So Manny Ramos is now stepping in with a runner on first base with 1 out. So I don't know what happened on that fly ball to center field. So, like I said, I don't know what happened on that hit by Jaden Brown. He was hit right to the center field, a lazy fly ball, I thought, but the center fielder probably couldn't see it. Didn't read it well off the bat. Not sure, but that lands in for a hit. And he takes off on that pitch, and it's thrown down, and in time, he's out. So again, the Stingrays try to push the envelope and run the bases, and they ran themselves out of that out. And now there's 2 outs with Manny Ramos batting. Again, they've got the lead on the 3-run home run by Joe Cabrales, the first career home run here hit at Sumner High School. So a lot of scoring here. That's a strike on the outside corner. Manny Ramos takes that one on the corner. So Manny Ramos is a guy who's batted in the middle of the lineup, but he's found himself dropping in the order a little bit. His batting average is not where he wants it. It's at 184 right now. He's taken some tough at-bats, but he's also taken some tough pitches. He's a guy that needs to swing the bat and get in rhythm, and right there he swings through the fastball by Chirinos. So definitely out of the ordinary for the Stingrays and the Falcons. And there's a base hit. There it goes. Maybe that's the base hit that's going to spring Ramos and get him back where he wants to be batting. But nice base hit with 2 outs. Base hit for Manny Ramos. Now stepping in, the catcher for your Stingrays, number 8, Garrett Morgan. So we got a runner on first base. Nice clean base hit with 2 strikes. Hitting with 2 strikes is always I just think it's a hidden talent. It's something that is learned, yes, but I mean, we can teach it all you want as coaches, and just something that has to be, I don't know. Just hitting with 2 strikes is definitely an art in baseball, and sometimes the lost art. And there goes another opposite field hit, and caught. Excellent catch on the right fielder there. He misplayed one earlier, but that was a nice play by the right fielder. So we got a 3-run home run by Joe Cabrales, and they've got the lead in the bottom of the first inning. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, it's 3-2. 3-2 Stingrays. Bet you didn't see that coming. Oh, and right as I spoke that, smoked a base hit up the middle on the first pitch in the top of the second inning, sorry. I'll get you up to speed with the scoring in the first inning as we start this second inning. Now batting number 28 for the Falcons, Mikey Lopez. Now pinch running, number 14, Kevin Rivera. So as we just get settled in, first pitch swinging, can't even talk about Brian Rivera as Mikey Lopez steps in. As we spoke about earlier in the top of the first inning, if you've just joined us, a lot of scoring, a lot of base running, and a lot of good play. And like I said, there's a lot of running, and the runner takes off, and he is gunned down. Excellent throw by the freshman behind the plate for the Stingrays, Garrett Morgan. Great tag placed by the second baseman, Vince DeBala. Sophomore Vince DeBala. So the runner is cut down. There's one out in the top of the second inning. If you just joined us, like I said, it's 3-2. Stingrays are up against these Falcons of Leto High School. Leto High School is a upperclassman dominant team. They've got an excellent record to show. They're 13-9 on the season overall. They played a lot of games, and they've been in a lot of games, and they are good hitters. And they just swung another base hit. Another base hit by Mikey Lopez. Now batting for the Falcons, designated hitter, number 3, Denzel Martinez. So, as we can't really get settled in, I mean, there's a lot to talk about for these Falcons. They're good hitters. They can run the bases really well, and they can pitch really well as well. So, in steps number 3, Martinez. So a lot of seniors, a lot of juniors for these Falcons, and sprinkled in one freshman. And Denzel Martinez is that lone freshman. But you wouldn't think it if you look at his batting average. He's hitting a robust .455 on the year with 3 RBIs, 5 hits, and 7 runs for these Falcons as a freshman. So to crack this lineup, you got to be good, especially if you're a freshman. And Martinez can do that, and that's taken, but foul. Taken the other way, but it's foul. Theo Ned, the third baseman of the Stingrays, played that really well. Martinez looking to go the other way, maybe. Get that runner moved around. So, like we spoke on earlier, these Falcons can run the bases really well. There's actually 4 guys on the team for these Falcons with double-digit stolen bases. So they're a fast team. With 2 strikes on Martinez, Joe Cabral is the big hero in the first inning for the Stingrays. Fires, and that is a fair ball. Theo Ned fields it on a hop, and it's an errant throw. And there's an airmailed throw. Gets to the fence, but no advance by the runner on third, but Martinez scampers his way to second base on the error. Now stepping in for the Falcons, number 20, Chabaz Brumley. All right, so we've got second and third with 1 out. Infield is looking to come in. Ned, the third baseman of the Stingrays, played that well, but made a bad throw to the second baseman. And that ball went into right field, and then the right fielder, Rivera, airmailed everybody. And that allowed Martinez to scamper to second base. So second and third with 1 out. The Falcons down by 1 run. So like I said, a lot of good hitters on these Falcon team, and they're looking to get that lead back. They scored 2 in the top of the first inning, and they're looking to score some more in the top of the second inning. And Cabrales throws a strike. So the pitcher for the Stingrays, Cabrales, is in a bit of a jam, and he got out of a big hole in the bottom of the first inning by hitting a 3-run home run. His first home run this year for the Stingrays. And that's hit the other way. Does a great job of staying back. Does Brumley. Brumley, like we talked about earlier, when his first at-bat was taken, he's batting .360 on the year. He's got a home run, a couple of doubles, 9 RBIs, and 15 runs scored. So Brumley is a guy that is looking to get on base because he's got 12 stolen bases on the year. He's a good guy to set the table. Another senior, as we talked about. These Falcons are good hitters, good pitchers, and they can run the bases really well. So the Stingrays are in a bit of a dogfight, and they're going to see a tough game ahead of them. And Joe Cabrales is doing his best to keep these Leto Falcons off the bases, but it's going to be a tough battle ahead. So it'll be a 1-2. Hit right back at the pitcher. He looks to go to third, but he opts to go to first and gets the out there. That's the second out. In steps for the Falcons, number 2, R.J. Gutierrez. So we got Gutierrez, another senior at the plate for the Stingrays with 2 outs. Runners on second and third. The Falcons are down by 2, but Gutierrez is looking to bring these guys in. So that pitch is taken low. Good offering, but good eye by Gutierrez, the senior. Batting .412 on the year, as we talked about earlier. 10 doubles highlighted him as the number 2 batter for these Falcons. 15 RBIs, 28 hits, and 19 runs. And, of course, just like all these Falcons can do, they can run the bases. He's got 10 stolen bases in 10 attempts. So not only can he hit, but he can run. And he's batting second for these Falcons as a senior. Finds his Falcons down by 1 run with 2 outs, and he got a good hitter's count against Joe Cabrales. Cabrales throws it and it's taken nowhere. Umpire called it a strike on the outside corner, so he got a good call there. But he's still in a big jam, trying to get out of it. Be a 2-1 pitch coming up as Cabrera sets and comes to the plate. 2-1. Taken for ball 3. Runners on second and third. He's got a base open, so he wants to be careful. But he doesn't want to walk him here. Give him an obvious ball 4. He's want to fill up that strike zone and let him put it in play. Let's see what he does on the 3-1 pitch with 2 outs. Runners on second and third. Taken for ball 4, and now the bases are filled with Falcons. Now stepping in for Leto, number 19, Colton Pizzio. All right, well, the bases are loaded. Theo Ned gives him a pep talk, and he goes back to his third base position, does Theo Ned. Theo tries to be a good inspirational help to his teammates. And let's see what Cabrera does, the pitcher for the Stingrays, with the bases loaded with 2 outs. First pitch is swung at and lifted up to right field. Right fielder Rivera gets under it and makes the catch. Good catch by the right fielder Rivera. So the Stingrays are coming up. They've got a lead, 3-2. Off the bottom of the second inning for your Stingrays, designated hitter number 12, Derek Burgos. All right, well, we're back here at Sumner High School, the host school of tonight's game on Stream Live Tampa. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you check us out on Facebook, share us, take a look on YouTube, and subscribe to Stream Live Tampa. And don't forget Twitter. We're live here in Hillsborough County at Sumner High School, a brand new location in Hillsborough Public Schools. Brand new year, brand new season, brand new everything for the Stingrays of Sumner High School. This is the opening inaugural year for the Stingrays. First ever baseball program, first ever everything. And we saw a first ever home run for the Stingrays. That's the first home run of the Stingrays baseball season. And that was hit by the starting pitcher of the Stingrays, Joe Cabrera. And he hit that over the left field wall over their logo. As a designated hitter, Derek Burgos, goes after that one and comes up empty as he foul tips that one back into the catcher's mitt. So here we go. The Stingrays, the young Stingrays, find themselves with a 3-2 lead as Burgos grounds it out to the second baseman, runs down hard, but is out on the play. Now stepping in for your Stingrays, right fielder, number 2, Jason Rivera. So as we talked about it before a little bit by Rivera, he likes to be called prime time. He's a two-way player. He plays football in the fall and baseball in the spring. So he likes to be called prime time. If you know Deion Sanders, then you know that's his nickname. So I talked to him a little earlier before the game, and he was like, I want to be called primetime. So I gave him a primetime shout-out. Let's see if he can produce and do it like Dion at the plate. Made a great play to end the inning, last inning, but also airmailed a ball. So let's see how he does with the bat. So it's taken off the catcher's mitt for a ball. He's got himself a hitter's count 2-1. So Jason Brown is a junior, batting .233, 4 doubles on his season. He's got a little power if he can get a hold of it, but he's another guy on the Stingrays that finds himself in a slump. He grounds that to the third baseman. Excellent play, coming in to make the play, and that's an out. Second out for the Stingrays. Now batting for your Stingrays, center fielder, number 17, Jamal Roche. So that brings us to our leadoff hitter, Jamal Roche, for the Stingrays. Roche is a guy that hasn't been in the starting lineup regularly, but has done a good job when he's been put in by head coach of the Stingrays, Kennedy Duran. So he's starting in place of junior Gabe Manguel. Manguel is not with the ball club. He got thrown out of a game, and he has to miss 4 games due to his ejection. So let that be a lesson to you kids out there. Don't get thrown out of a game. And Roche line drives it out, and that does it for the Stingrays. 1, 2, 3, and the Falcons coming up with the Stingrays up 3-2. Stepping in for the Falcons, number 24, Damian Brenton. All right, we're back. Thanks for joining us on Stream Live Tampa. Stingrays, the young Stingrays, find themselves with a lead in the 3rd inning as Joe Cabrales throws a high off-speed delivery to him. And we got ourselves a hitter's count for Damian Brenton. Oh, that's fouled straight back. He was right on that pitch by Cabrales. It's a 1-1 count for the batter, Damian Brenton. So again, as we showcased a lot of these Falcon players, a lot of seniors, a lot of juniors, and 1 lone freshman in the starting lineup. We got another senior here batting, and he hits a lazy ball to the second baseman, Dabala, and makes a play. Vince Dabala makes the catch for 1 out. Now batting for the Falcons, number 22, Damian Lantangua.
Let's go, 22.
All right, so that's 1 out. On on the catch by Vince DeBala, the second baseman for the Stingrays. Joe Cabrales has a lot of confidence as he fires a strike and hits the corner with one out. Cabrales has done a lot for the Stingrays in this first season of play. He's pitched and played a lot of first base for the Stingrays. And if you were just joining us, he's also hit a 3-run home run in his first at-bat. The first home run for the Stingrays all year, and the first home run, actually that's the second home run hit at Stingray Ballpark, One by the visiting team and one by the home team, and that ball is lined right back up the box. Excellent hitting by the senior, number 22, Lentengua. Now batting, number 13, Alberto Edius. So we got a runner on first base. Edius coming up. Edius is another senior, batting .268 on the year, and is hitting the middle of the ball for the ball team here. He's hitting the middle, and he's looking to get these runs moving around and runners moving around. So, like we showcased earlier, and often seniors on this team, they've got an excellent record. Head coach J.J. Pizzio has done a great job for these Falcons. So 2-0 to the batter, Edius. He's got 10 RBIs on the year. He's looking to move this runner around with one out. 2-0 delivery, nope, checks on the runner, and it's an errant throw, gets by the first baseman, and now we're going to see a track meet. He stumbles a little bit, but gets to third base, and safely. So Ramos made a good throw, but gets to third base, does the runner, Lentengua. Edius at the plate. Hitters count 2-0 for him. Cabrales checked on the runner, but made a bad throw to first baseman Ramos. Now the Stingrays bring the corners in, and the middle infielders are halfway with a 2-0 count to Edius. Edius looking to get his 11th RBI on the year on the pitch, and hits the corner, clips the corner for a strike. One out, and Cabrales is trying to get the second out without this runner scoring from third base. It's the top of the third inning here at Sumner High School, Sumner Public High School. Pitch is taken away. So, Cabrales was doing a good job, but finds himself into some trouble. He pitched himself into some trouble. When you fall behind all these hitters, these good hitters are going to do a good job hunting fastballs and hitters count, and that's taken wide. First and third, walks him. Now batting for the Falcons of Leto High School, number 29, Brian Rivera. All right, so we got first and third. There's one out. Garrett Morgan is getting out there, the catcher of the Stingrays, and flashes some signs and goes back. All right. So Rivera swings at the first pitch by Joe Cabrales, the pitcher for the Stingrays. Gets ahead of the hitter. Rivera's a sophomore. In between all these juniors and seniors, the Leto Falcon baseball team, head coached by J.J. Pizzio. 13-9 are these Falcons. Off-speed pitch is taken wide. So good eye. It's 1-1 with one out. So many things you can do here with the middle infield back and the corners in. So he's going to want to put this ball in play and produce a run. And he does that, goes the other way. Run's going to score, and first and second are the Falcons' run scores on the hit by Rivera. Now batting number 28, Mikey Lopez. So the wheels keep on turning, and these Falcons keep on hitting. Another run scores to even up the score in the top of the third inning, 3-3. Falcons and Stingrays locked in an offensive battle. Brings up Lopez, a junior, batting 114 on the year. He's had 44 at-bats, but he's looking to put this ball in play hard, hit it hard somewhere, get these runners moving. As it sits right now, there's first and second for the Falcons. Lopez up, and he fouls it back. So Cabrales is doing what he can to keep these Falcons off the board. He gave up the one run. Wants to limit the damage the best he can. 3-3 score in the third inning. First and second are the runners. So the defensive linemen, they're playing back in the infield except for Theo Ned, the third baseman, is halfway. And that is lined in the gap over the head of the left fielder Colera. And one run will score, and that gets by the shortstop, and Theo Ned fields it, and another run scores. So a great hit by Lopez. Hit it over the head of Colera. One run was definitely going to score, and then on the bad throw, another run scored. And now there's a runner on second base with only one out. Now batting the designated hitter, number 3, Denzel Martinez. So Martinez, the batter. This is the freshman that we've highlighted. He's batting .455 on the year. A lot of seniors and a couple underclassmen, and this is one of them, a freshman for the Falcons of Leto High School. As pitching coach Ramos comes out to talk to his struggling pitcher, Joe Cabrales. So we knew we were going to get a good show here at Sumner High School. Thank you for joining us. Stream Live Tampa doing a great job behind the scenes. And again, you can share us on Facebook. Take a look at us on Facebook. I know that I've shared it. You can look on my page. Anthony DeSanto is my name. Thank you for listening to me. And if you don't like listening to me, then just mute me. But I shared it, so if you want to talk on Facebook, just shoot me a message, and I'll hopefully respond to you. Don't forget to subscribe and check us out, Stream Live Tampa, on YouTube and Twitter. Right here, we've got runner on second base with the freshman Martinez at the plate. With a hitter's count, 1-0. Looking to drive that runner in is Martinez. Martinez has 3 RBIs on the year, and he's batting .455. And he hits that ball to the second baseman. Hit it hard, but Dabala gobbles it up and throws him out. There's out number 2 for the Stingrays. Runner moves up to third base and brings up the top of the order. Now batting the leadoff hitter for the Falcons, number 20, Chabaz Brumley. So Martinez did a good job of moving the runner over. Now there's 2 outs for the Falcons as they've got a runner on third base. And that brings up their leadoff hitter, Shabazz Brumley. Shabazz is a senior, and he does a great job of setting the table for these Falcons. And he's looking to get that runner home, put the ball in play, see if he can get that 6th run across for the Falcons, as they scored a couple runs already in this inning and want to get that run in. From third base is the leadoff hitter. Takes it for a strike. Brumley, the senior, batting .360. He's got a home run to his credit. It's 5 home runs for the Falcons this year as a team. Goes to show you, this team can hit with power, with average, run the bases, play good defense, and they can pitch, and that ball is lined past the diving effort by Jaden Brown, the shortstop for the Stingrays, and that's another RBI hit. Now batting number 2, RJ Gutierrez. Well, Cabrales is doing all he can, throwing all his pitches, off speed, his fastball, trying to hit the corners inside and out. But these Falcons are a little bit too much for him. But he is a bulldog. He's done a great job for these Stingrays, and he's looking to finish it up with a line drive to right field. And the right fielder makes a great play on it. Squeeze it for the third out, but the Falcons put up a big crooked number. They now lead it 6-3 in the third inning. Stingrays coming up. Stingrays in the bottom of the third inning, left fielder number 13, Alex Colera. You got it? Gentlemen, we're back here in the bottom of the third inning with the Falcons scrapping their way, hitting their way, and pitching their way to a 6-3 lead over the Stingrays. The home team, thanks for joining us. We're in Hillsborough County with Stream Live Tampa. Alex Colera is the lead, or the two-hitter for the Stingrays, but leading off the inning here is Stingrays down by 3, looking to get on base. Colera does a good job of getting on base, and he can run the base really well. He's already got a stolen base in the first inning, and he swings, foul tips it back to the catcher, and he's in a hole 0-2. Colera is a sophomore. He's batting .270 on the year for the Stingrays. Again, this is the inaugural year for the Stingrays, their first ever appearance in Florida high school, and they're a public school in Hillsborough County in Riverview. And he checks his swing, does Colera, doesn't go. Good eye. Got fooled there a little bit, but didn't go around. Did Colera, so he's got himself a 1-2 count. He's in a hole right now. Colera looking to get on base for the second time, and he takes a strike. 3 called by the pitcher for the Falcons. Now stepping in for your Stingrays, third baseman, number 4, Theo Ned. All right, well, I said I was going to do it, so I'm going to call him a nickname that Jason Rivera wanted to nickname Theo Ned, Theophilus Nedius. So I told him I wasn't going to announce it when I announced him to bat, but I told him I was going to announce it on the Stream Live Tampa broadcast. So there it is, Theophilus Nedius. But Theo Ned is up, and he finds himself with 1 out and an 0-2 count. I talked to him earlier as well. He's a guy with a lot of high energy and does a good job for these Stingrays. does Theo Ned. He's a sophomore and got a lot of room to grow. And like I said, I was talking to him earlier before the game started, and he just told me, straight up. He said, "Anthony, I'm in a bit of a slump and got to bust out of it, and hopefully today's the day." And I just told him, hey, have a lot of confidence. That's all you can do. It's all you can control. You can't control, where the fielders are playing or what the pitcher throws you. All you can do is hit it where it's pitched and get yourself into good hitters' counts and don't chase bad pitches. And I told him to have a lot of confidence and have fun. He's a guy that does, and hopefully he does that here today. And not the case. Takes strike 3. Theo Ned is out on strikes. Now stepping in, the pitcher for your Sumner Stingrays, number 19, Joe Cabreras. Well, this is the pitcher for the Stingrays, a guy that hit a 3-run home run already for his Stingrays, and that's how they got their 3 runs. Joe Cabreras hit a 3-run home run to left field, the first home run of his season, and the first home run for the Stingrays here at this ballpark. And takes a strike. So Chirinos, the senior, has done a great job of keeping these guys off balance and off base after that home run. He had a rough first inning, but he has settled in nicely for the Falcons. There's a nice pitch. That might be the best off-speed pitch he's thrown all day. And there it is. Bends in and hits the corner. Umpire called it a strike. Did a great job of throwing that. 0-2. A lot of confidence to throw that pitch. So there's 2 strikes and 2 outs to Cabreras, and he throws the fastball wide. 1-2. So, Cabreras, yes, he did hit that home run for his Stingrays. Again, if you're a pitcher, you're definitely trying to help yourself out, and he does. Let's see what he can do here with a 1-2 pitch. Swings through it, and that does it. So the pitcher for the Falcons, Chirinos, does a great job of throwing that 1-2-3, and his Falcons are coming up in the 4th inning. We'll be right back.
Buenas noches, damas y caballeros. Estamos aquí desde Riverview, desde la Sumner High School, en transmisión en vivo a través de Stream Live Tampa. Que le habla es su corresponsal Carlos Núñez, pero haciendo la transmisión en español durante este partido de hoy, donde se enfrenta Leto High School y la Sumner High School. Se presenta la caja de bateo, el número 19 por la escuela de Leto, Colton Pizzio, tercera base.
Colton Pizzio.
Estamos en la parte alta de la cuarta entrada, partido 6-3 a favor de la escuela de Leto. Se prepara el lanzador. Viene correcta en la esquina afuera. Strike el primero. Un strike y 0 bolas. Vuelve a la esquina afuera el lanzamiento. Bola alta la primera. 1-1 en el conteo para Colton Pizzio, tercera base. Dice que sí al lanzamiento. Empieza movimiento. Viene para la goma con recta fuera y bajita. 2 bolas, un strike. 6-3 el partido a favor de los Falcons de Leto High School. Viene el lanzamiento, recta en el medio, batazo de foul atrás. Se pone en conteo de 2-2. Recuerden, amigos, que estamos transmitiendo en vivo a través de Facebook, de YouTube. Búscanos por Stream Live Tampa. Dale share y compártenos. Se prepara para el lanzamiento. Viene curva adentro. Tiene conteo de 3-2 para Colton Pizzio. Conteo lleno. Dice que sí al lanzamiento. Se prepara. Viene recta, bajita, de piconazo hacia el piso. Va corriendo duro, va doblando hacia segunda. Se para en la inicial. Base por bola para Colton Pizzio. Con el número 24, Damian Brenton. Buen físico este muchacho. Muy alto. Tiene corredor en primera. Bien agresivo este equipo de Leto High School. Buenos corredores. Está en la inicial. Hace movimiento para irse, pero se queda. Lanzamiento bajito y afuera. Se prepara en la caja de bateo. Entra del lado el lanzador. Se voltea y es ball. Se dirige a la segunda base del corredor Colton Pizzio. Con mal movimiento del lanzador de la Sumner. Pide tiempo el receptor y hay conferencia en el montículo entre el receptor y el campo corto. El partido está en la parte alta de la cuarta entrada, dominando 6-3 la Leto High School. Entrará como el lanzador se pone de lado, mira su corredor, se prepara para el lanzamiento y recta en la esquina afuera, extrae el primero. Damian Brenton es el bateador. Vuelve el lanzamiento bajita y afuera. Otra recta. Tiene el conteo de 1-1. Se ha perdido un poco el lanzador en la loma. Aquí viene nuevamente. Se prepara para el lanzamiento. Viene recta afuera que va atrás. Viene el corredor. Adelanta hacia la tercera base. Wild pitch. Pone el conteo en 2 bolas, un strike. Tres bolas y un strike el conteo ahora mismo. Corredor en posición de anotar. Se prepara para el lanzamiento. Viene una recta que batea de foul. Agresivo este muchacho en su swing. Damian Brenton, corpulento por decir, bateador de fuerza, agresivo en el home play. 3-2 el conteo. Línea que va atrás, está pegando a la verja, batazo doble por el jardín izquierdo que da contra la verja y trae otra carrera más para el equipo de la Leto High School, poniendo el marcador ahora 7 carreras por 3. Entra Kennedy Durán a la loma de los suspiros a sacar a su lanzador. Hay un nuevo lanzador por el equipo de Sumner High School, el número 1, Chabaz Brumley, lanzador zurdo. Y se prepara en la caja de bateo por el equipo de Leto High School, Damian La Antigua, su segunda base. En el primer turno, Damian La Antigua pegó hit el batazo. Ha jugado muy bien a la defensa. Buen corredor este muchacho. Se prepara para el lanzamiento el zurdo. Viene duro al medio y foul. Trae el primero para Damian La Antigua. Dice que sí el lanzamiento. Viene de lado. Tira curva. Que se queda en la esquina adentro y conecta de foul. Pone en conteo de ponche a Damian La Antigua. Vino bien agresivo el zurdo. Vino buscando la goma. Y es lo que tiene que hacer en esta situación donde el partido está 7 carreras por 3. Dice que sí a su lanzamiento. Tira recta afuera y bajita. Primera bola. Recuerden, mi gente, que estamos a través en vivo por Stream Live Tampa. Foul. Atrás. Una bola, 2 strikes en Damian la Antigua. Recuerde compartirnos a través de todas las redes sociales: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Y si necesita los servicios de Streamline Tampa, se puede comunicar al 813-477-8429. Se prepara para el lanzamiento. Viene bola alta. Estaba cerca de la zona ese lanzamiento. Peligroso por demás. Damian la Antigua en la caja de bateo. Viene el lanzamiento, recta afuera. 3-2 el conteo para Damian la Antigua. No hay out todavía en esta entrada. Viene el lanzamiento, foul hacia atrás. Buen contacto de este muchacho de Damian la Antigua. Muy agresivo en el home play, haciéndole swing a todo lo que esté cerca. Se prepara para el lanzamiento. Viene hacia la goma y curva. Que la canta bola. A la verdad que ese lanzamiento estaba cerca, pero es apreciación. El árbitro decidió que estaba un poco afuera y la cantó bola. Entonces llega a la primera base Damian la Antigua por medio de base por bola. Ahí va un fly de foul hacia right field. Hay hombre en primera y en segunda. Y se presenta en la caja de bateo Alberto Edius, jardinero izquierdo. Muchacho alto este Edius, buen físico, bateador peligroso también. Cogió base por bola en el primer turno. Se prepara para el lanzamiento. Viene por la goma. Fuera. 1-1 el conteo para Alberto Edius. Dice que sí al lanzamiento. Tira bajita. Bola contra el piso. El lanzador se ha perdido un poco. Y hay hombre en primera y en segunda. Alberto Edius. Los corredores se van. La bola se va hacia atrás. Hay doble corrido. Lanzamiento salvaje que va atrás. Ya ambos corredores estaban en intento de robo. Y ambos llegan cómodamente a posición de anotar. 3 bolas y un strike para Alberto Edius. Pone una situación peligrosa aquí, donde entonces se ve obligado a que su cuadro interior juegue al frente. Se prepara para el lanzamiento. Viene un batazo que conecta de fly hacia right field. Viene el tiro hacia la segunda y viene el tiro a tercera. Todo el mundo quieto. Anota una carrera. Adelanta el corredor de segunda hacia la tercera y tenemos un out en el cuarto inning. El marcador se pone ahora 8 carreras por 3 y se presenta el número 29, Brian Rivera, su receptor. Bien consciente del primer lanzamiento y es bola la primera. Brian Rivera conectó de G en el turno anterior con una empujada. Muchacho que vino agresivo en ese primer turno. Canta el picheo afuera y ese strike. 1-1 el conteo para Brian Rivera. Se prepara para el lanzamiento. Viene bola alta y afuera. Conteo de 2 bolas, 1 strike. Viene el lanzamiento. Viene batazo que va pegando fly al left field, a right field, perdón. Viene el tiro a home plate y es quieto. RBI para Brian Rivera. Entonces trae la 9ª carrera del partido. Viene primera base Mikey Lopez, quien también conectó de hit en la entrada anterior. Hay 2 outs aquí en la 4ª entrada. Se ha abierto el partido ahora y está 9 carreras por 3. Se prepara para el lanzamiento y curva afuera. Strike el primero. Y dice que sí al lanzamiento. Se prepara para tirar y bola bajita y adentro contra el piso. Una bola y un strike para Mikey López. Muchacho que se ve que tiene fuerza también, Mikey López. Batazo por la segunda base que la coge, va a la primera, bota la bola y es error en el tiro del segunda base.
Now stepping in number 3, designated hitter, Denzel Martinez.
Yeah, Denzel.
Viene a batear el número 3, Denzel Martinez, quien está como bateador designado. Mikey López hace la primera base por medio de error en el tiro y viene Denzel Martinez con la oportunidad de seguir el rally. Abre con curva que se la canta al primero, adentro, curva adentro, strike, la canta el árbitro. Se prepara para el lanzamiento del zurdo. Viene para la goma, curva nuevamente, strike tirándole el segundo. Hay 2 outs en la parte alta de la 4ª entrada con Denzel Martinez en la caja de bateo. Dice que sí al lanzamiento del zurdo. Viene para home, recta alta. 1 bola, 2 strikes. Hay 2 outs. Estamos en vivo desde la Sumner High School aquí en Riverview. Viene el lanzamiento de strike tirándole para el tercer out. Bueno, damas y caballeros, vamos a la parte baja del cuarto inning, donde viene a batear el equipo de Sumner High School, donde se presenta el número 22, Jaden Brown, el campo corto. Jaden Brown conectó de hit en el primer turno y fue capturado en robo, tratando de robarse la segunda base. Se prepara para el lanzamiento Andrés Chirino, muchacho corpulento buena velocidad. Tiene un strike. Tira el segundo lanzamiento, slider al medio, 2 strikes para Jaden Brown, quien batea número 5 en la alineación. Nuevamente slide y se fue. Ponche el primero. Viene a batear la primera base Manny Ramos. Manny también conectó de hit en su primer turno. Muchacho espigado, muchacho que se ve que tiene buena velocidad en sus piernas. Tiene bola la primera para él. Se prepara para el lanzamiento. Curva 12-6 al medio. 1-1 en conteo para Manny Ramos. Buenos recursos del lanzador chirino, utilizando muy bien los lanzamientos. Tira el lanzamiento, bola fuera. 2 bolas, 1 strike. Recta que pinta la esquina adentro y el árbitro la canta bola. Se pone Manny Ramos en conteo de 3 bolas, 1 strike. Y viene el lanzamiento. Foul. Conteo al máximo para Manny Ramos. Estamos en la parte baja de la cuarta entrada. 9 carreras por 3 dominando la Leto High School. Viene el lanzamiento y recta dura que batea de foul. Siguen 3-2 el conteo para Manny Ramos. Se prepara para el lanzamiento, recta en la esquina afuera que lo poncha. Strike cantado el tercero. 2 outs en la parte alta de la parte baja de la cuarta entrada. Y viene al cabo de bateo su receptor Kevin Morgan. Le cantan el primero. Strike medio. Lanzamiento contra el piso, 1-1 del número 47 Chirino. Se prepara para el lanzamiento, viene para la goma, curva que cae bajita, 2 bolas, 1 strike para Garrett Morgan. 3-1 el conteo, 9-3 el marcador. Arriba la Leto High School. Y viene con este batazo por el campo corto. Se prepara, viene el tiro a la primera y es out. Tercer out de la entrada. Y finaliza 9 carreras por 3.
to 20. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here. It's the top of the 5th inning, and I'm here with you. It's 9-3. The Falcons are up, and we're going to see the leadoff hitter up. Now batting for Leto, number 20, Chabaz Brumley. All right, well, it's the leadoff hitter. It's the top of the 5th inning, and the Falcons are up 9-3. I want to thank Stream Live Tampa for putting me back on air. I bet you thought I got fired, but I'm back. We had a bilingual broadcast here at Sumner High School. We're in Hillsborough County. Of course, the best of Hillsborough County, brought to you by Stream Live Tampa. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. You can find us if you want to see some good baseball. And there's one out on the catch by the second baseman for the Stingrays, Vince DeBala. So one out here. Now batting number 2, R.J. Gutierrez. So this is the number 2 batter for Leto. The Stingrays had to know that they were going to be in a dogfight and a tough game ahead of them. They had to know that. Going into the game with the record of 13-9 on the year does Leto. They have a almost all upperclassmen lineup and roster. And so Gutierrez as well, a senior. First 2 batters are seniors, and Gutierrez lines a base hit over the shortstop's head. Into left field, Colera picks it up and brings it back into the infield. So base hit with 1 out. Now batting for Leto, number 19, Colton Pizzio. So, I don't know this for sure, but the number 3 batter, number 19, Colton Pizzio, has an eerily similar last name to the head coach of the Falcons, J.J. Pizzio. I bet they're related. And if they're not, then please someone tell me. But right now, we've got a 1-0 count to Pizzio. New pitcher for the Stingrays came in last inning. Travis Browning, the left-handed freshman, throwing for the Stingrays. And he throws a fastball inside. Hit to third base. Ned kicks and the pick, but safe. So, hard hit ball by Pizzio. Pays off by running the bases really well, and he's on first base. Now batting number 24, Damian Brenton. So, first and third, 1 out. Pizzio hit that ball hard. Theo Ned, the third baseman for the Stingrays, fielded it in front of him. Got a tough hop, picked it up and fired it over to first base, but not in time. Good base running again by the Falcons. So first and third, Pizzio on at first base with the single. Nope. Strike, but gets to go to second base on that pitch. Pizzio does a great job of running the bases like everybody else on the Falcon baseball team. 19 stolen bases, that's 20 for him now. 4 Falcons with over 10 stolen bases on the year. And that ball is lined in the gap. Good hit. That is going to the wall. 1 run will score. 2 runs. Pizzio is going to come around and score on the double by Damian Brenton. 2 more runs scored on the double. Good hitting by the Falcons. 2-run double brings the score to 11-3 here in the 5th inning. Now batting number 22 for the Falcons, Damian Antangua. So Kennedy Durant, head coach of the Stingrays, is coming out to talk to his freshman lefty, and I think he's coming out. So we'll hear more and see more in a moment. Yep. All right. Well, new pitcher, new opportunity for these Falcons to score some more runs. It's 11-3, top of the fifth inning. Runner on second base. New pitcher throws the first pitch, and it clips the elbow of the batter, Damian Latangua. So he's going to go to first base. Now batting for Leto, number 13, Alberto Edius. So here we go. First and second, one out. Falcons are up, and they're looking to score some more runs. New pitcher for the Stingrays, Landon Wilder. It's freshman Landon Wilder. So the last two pitchers that the Stingrays have used have both been freshmen. That goes to show you the youth movement here at Sumner High School, who's playing host to tonight's game. If you're just joining us or joining us recently, thank you. We're live here at Sumner High School. Good off-speed pitch. And Alberto Edius swings over top of it. Edius is another senior for these Falcons. Batting .268 on the year. Looking to drive in that runner. So now he finds himself in a hole as that's fouled back. It's 1-2 now with one out. Edius has 10 RBIs on the year. Looking to collect number 11. With the runner in scoring position. Kicks, fires, and throws it inside. Stays inside. Evens the count at 2. Landon threw in yesterday's ball game, and he's throwing again tonight. So let's see how he does in back-to-back games. It's fouled away. Cabrales gives it a chase, gives it a look, and runs out of real estate. Joe Cabrales was the starting pitcher for the Stingrays, and he's now at his home natural position that he's been playing all year, first base. Joe Cabrales can pitch, and he can play an excellent first base for the Stingrays. And he also was the source of all three Stingray runs. He actually hit a home run this year in the first inning. And down on strikes does Alberto Edius. In comes number 29. Now batting number 29, Brian Rivera. So on the strikeout for the second out, Landon Wilder has pitched to 2 batters, and he hit the first one on the first pitch, and then he got the strikeout of Edius, and now steps in Brian Rivera. Rivera's a sophomore for these Falcons, batting .264, 11 RBIs, 14 hits on the year as the home plate umpire brushes off the plate. Got an 1-0 count with 2 outs. Falcons are up, and they're threatening with 2 outs, first and second. Kicks, fires, and line drive. That ball's hit hard. It's deep, and it's going, and it's out of here. What a hit. 3-run home run for the Falcons. Brian Rivera with 2 outs. Sophomore Brian Rivera drives in 3 with a mammoth home run to dead central. It's up and it's out of here. Good hit. Extends the lead now 14-3 in the 5th inning with 2 outs. Now batting for Leto, number 28, Mikey Lopez. Well, just as I mentioned it, probably shouldn't have mentioned it, but Joe Cabrillas hit a 3-run home run for his Stingrays, and Brian Rivera hit a 3-run home run for his team, the Falcons of Leto. So they traded 3-run home runs, and now we see the Falcons with a 14-3 lead in the 5th inning with 2 outs. Nobody on and 2 outs. Umpire calls it a strike. Landon Wilder, the new pitcher for the Stingrays, hit the first batter, then struck out the next batter, and gave up a 3-run home run. So now the bases are cleared. Ball's low, 2-1. Mikey Lopez, the batter for Leto. He's a junior, batting .114. So a lot of action in this inning as well. This game has been an offensive showing for Leto High School, the juggernaut. And that ball is drilled to center field right at Jamal Roche. That does it. Hard hit ball, but caught by Jamal Roche. That does it. After the 3-run home run for Brian Rivera and the Leto Falcons. 14-3. Falcons are up. Is in the bottom of the 5th inning, number 12, Derek Burgos. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back in the 5th inning here live From Stream Live Tampa at Sumner High School, we got a non-district game between the visiting team, the Falcons of Leto High School, the 13-9 Leto Falcons against the Sumner Stingrays, the home team. Stingrays are 3-13 on the year, and these Stingrays are getting all they can handle by the upperclassmen heavy Leto Falcons. So we got a new pitcher in the game for the Falcons. Number 7, Anthony Ortega. Junior Anthony Ortega is on the mound. He's got an ERA of 6.15, 2 losses on the year. He comes in to relieve senior number 47 Chirinos. Lowered his ERA a little bit tonight. His record is probably going to improve unless the Stingrays can get a bunch of runs. And it starts with Derek Burgos. Derek Burgos getting on base and reaching. Now batting for the Stingrays, number 2, right fielder, Jason Rivera. So, like I said, every time an announcer speaks, it happens, or something opposite always happens. And the Stingrays need to scrap together 11 runs and see what they can do. And it starts with 1 base at a time. Derek Burgos reaching base on the walk by the new pitcher, Anthony Ortega. Just wanted to highlight senior Chirinos. Andreas Chirinos, the starting pitcher for the Falcons, is going to improve most likely to 4 wins and 1 loss on the year. This is his 5th start. Chirinos, and he's done a great job, and he did a great job against these Stingrays while he was in the game. So very impressive outing by Chirinos for the Falcons. Kept the Stingrays pretty much off balance and off base. Stingrays did a good job of putting the ball in play early. It looked promising, but they couldn't put it together the rest of the way. And there's a strikeout of Jason Rivera. Goes down on strikes. So 1 out, runner on first base. Now batting the leadoff hitter for your Stingrays, number 17, Jamal Roche. So brings us to Jamal Roche, the leadoff hitter for the Stingrays. Man, that's a good pitch by the pitcher, the new pitcher for the Falcons. Anthony Ortega bends that one in. Ortega's got 15 strikeouts in 13 and 2/3 innings pitched this year, so he's got more strikeouts than innings pitched. So anytime you can see that in the column for a pitcher, you know that he's got good stuff. But he's also got 25 walks on the year. He's got 25 walks in 13 and 2/3 innings pitched. That's a lot of walks. That's an alarming walk rate. But that, again, goes to show you that he's got good stuff. So what you call those pitchers, they're effectively wild. Let's see how the Stingrays do with the pitcher Ortega. There's a runner on first base via the walk. And then he promptly struck out the number 9 hitter, Jason Rivera of the Stingrays, and now he faces off against Jamal Roche of the Stingrays. We highlighted Roche earlier. He is a junior, and there he goes, getting on base again, does Roche. So first and second, all because of the walk. And again, if you're up by 11, you don't want to walk people. Here comes the head coach of the Leto Falcons, J.J. Pizzio. Now batting, ladies and gentlemen, for your Stingrays, left fielder number 13, Alex Colera. So Pizzio goes out and talks to his pitcher. Again, effectively wild is Anthony Ortega. Anthony and I share a first name. But he, I think, his last name sounds a little Spanish, whereas mine is DeSanto. I'm Italian, and he's Spanish, but we share a first name. Talked to my mother this week, and she talked to my 7th grade Bible class, and they asked her a question of, why did you name your son Anthony? And they got into a discussion about why my parents named me Anthony. That's a swing and a miss by Colera. Colera's the left fielder for the Stingrays. Has had a frustrating last couple games. Finds himself in a big hole. Got runners on first and second. But Colera does a good job of putting the ball in play hard. Sometimes he finds himself in bad luck. That ball bends in. That's strike 3. Great pitch by Ortega. He threw a lot of good off-speed pitches to Colera and gets the second out there on the strikeout. Now batting for the Stingrays, number 15, Landon Wilder. So, in steps the pitcher, Landon Wilder, in place of Theo Ned's spot in the batting order. Wilder swings at the first pitch and grounds it to third and bobbles it. The third baseman bobbles it. I don't know if he thought it was going foul or not, but it trickled up the third base line and stayed fair, and Wilder ends up with a base hit. Infield hit for Landon Wilder. Swings at the first pitch. Good things happen. Now stepping in for your Stingrays, number 19, Joe Cabrales. Well, in steps Cabrales, and I don't know if you're out there in betting land, but Cabrales already has a 3-run home run to his credit, and the bases are filled with Sumner Stingrays. And Joe Cabrales is up, and he's going to want to put some more runs on the board for his team. He's the one responsible for all 3 Sumner Stingray runs. It's 14-3 right here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Swings and hits that ball the opposite way. That's going to do it. There's a line drive to right field. 1 run will score on the base hit by Cabrales. No, not a good idea there. And he is safe out of the gamble. So Joe Cabrales does a great job of moving it along, hits the opposite field, and gets that run in. It's 14-4 with 2 outs. Joe Cabrales brings in another run. Now batting number 22 for your Sumner Stingrays, Jaden Brown. So here in steps Jaden Brown. He's been playing shortstop today, and then he shifted back over to third base, where he does a good job there as well. And he's looking to bring in some more runs. That ball bends in for a strike by Ortega. Ortega has pitched himself into some trouble, but he's also pitched himself out of some trouble with some strikeouts. And now he gets ahead of Jaden Brown, 0-2. Bases are loaded still. 1 run just came in on the Joe Cabrales opposite field base hit, doing a good job of going with that pitch and lining it to right field. So here we go. 2 strikes, 2 outs. And there it goes. Had an opportunity. They scored 1 run, but they leave him loaded on the strikeout by Anthony Ortega. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that just does it. That ends the game. The game is over. 14-4. Up by 10 were these Falcons, and they finished it off with a 14-4 win. Played 5 innings, and that was it. So the Falcons ended up coming to Sumner High School for the first time this year and taking care of business. An excellent effort on the mound. Winning pitcher is Chirinos. Chirinos did a great job. Chirinos did a great job bringing his record to 4-1 on the year. And the save, well, I guess he didn't get a save, but he came in to finish the game, Anthony Ortega. So that does it here. The Falcons finished today with a offensive outpouring and did a great job pitching and playing some good defense and running the bases really well. And that does it here at Stream Live Tampa. Thanks for joining us, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter. Thanks for joining us again. I'm Anthony DeSanto. We had a bilingual partnership, so thank you for sticking with us. So the record goes to 3-14 for the home team Stingrays, and for the visiting team, the Leto Falcons are now 14-9 on the year. Thank you for listening and tuning in, and we are going to end it here. So good luck and God bless.